goal, then you tighten up. Kick a field goal, then you tighten up. First and 10, then you tighten up. Interception, then you tighten up. Fourth and goal, then you tighten up. Kick a field goal, then you tighten up. First and 10, then you tighten up. Interception, then you tighten up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Titan Town for another Tennessee Titans video. Now, for this video, I'm going to be giving you a list of prospects for the 2019 NFL Draft that the Tennessee Titans could be interested in. And the reason I'm giving you this video so early is so you can kind of watch these guys throughout the 2018 football season and kind of get an idea and kind of gauge for yourself. Leave me a comment below who your college football team is and a player that you think the Tennessee Titans could target in the 2019 NFL Draft that is taking place in Nashville, by the way. Now, for this list, I feel like what the Titans are going to do this season, there is always a theme for their NFL drafts. For the first draft under John Robinson, the theme was building an identity around the run game and protecting Marcus Mariota. Year two, it was about building up special teams and giving Marcus Mariota some weapons to throw to. And then in year three, it was about moving up and getting the best possible talent that you could get in the draft. This year, I feel like it's going to come full circle, and the Tennessee Titans are going to spend their draft capital drafting players to control and dominate the line of scrimmage. So, with that being said, the first player on my list is Raekwon Davis, defensive tackle out of Alabama. This guy is 6'6", 316 pounds. Last season, he had 69 tackles, 10 tackles for a loss to go along with 8.5 sacks. So he does have some pass rush ability. He does have good size. He is very quick off the line, and he has shown that he has the power to take on blocks and control blocks and hold his ground in the running game. Moving on to the next player on our list is one of two Clemson players, the first one being Dexter Lawrence, defensive tackle. This guy is 6'4" and an astounding 350 pounds. And this guy really fits the Dean Pease defense. If you look at Dean Pease, what he likes in the interior of his defensive line is very, very large, extremely large human beings, and this is what this guy is. He consistently eats up double teams for the Clemson Tigers, allowing guys around him to make the plays. As for Dexter himself, he had 34 tackles with 2.5 sacks last season, and like I said, he is just a space eater, a guy who eats up a lot of space, takes on the double teams, and in a 3-4 defense, that is very valuable. And not only that, he has been a productive player for the Clemson Tigers since he came into college football as a freshman, which is something that John Robinson also likes. That is a guy who has multiple years of experience starting in college football and multiple years of productivity. Moving on to the next Clemson Tiger player on our list, we have Christian Wilkins. This is a guy who could have went in the first round last year, and I did a few mock drafts where I had him mocked to the Titans last year, but he is going to play his senior season there at Clemson, and then he'll be going to the NFL this year, more than likely another first-round pick being kind of guy. This guy is 6'4", 312 pounds, and most recently we've seen him showing off his athleticism throughout the spring, playing the safety position and flying all over the field, and he didn't do a bad job at it either. As for his numbers, he had 60 tackles last season to go along with 8.5 tackles for a loss and 4 sacks. And that does it for the defensive tackle position. I'm sure there are more that you guys will want to keep your eye on, but I do feel like the Titans are going to be drafting no earlier than the 23 pick. I do expect them to win the AFC South this year. I think the Houston Texans will be our biggest competition if they do stay healthy this season. So I do expect us to win the AFC South. I don't expect us to pick any earlier than pick 23. I imagine that 25 to 29 mark where the Jaguars picked last season is right around where we'll probably be picking in the draft. So you're not going to see players like Ed Oliver or Nick Bosa on this list who are definitely going to go in the top 5 or the top 10. So moving on to the offensive line, like I said, this is all about controlling the line of scrimmage. The first guy on the offensive line I want to mention is Michael Jordan, not the basketball player, the football player at Ohio State. He is a guard. He broke into the starting lineup as a freshman. He has shown continuous, constant improvement from year to year. If he has another dominant year there at Ohio State, he will warrant an early round pick. Maybe not first because the guard position isn't really highly valued, but definitely a second round prospect. And he is somebody the Titans could definitely be looking at to add in the draft if they do go with dominating the line of scrimmage like I am expecting them to do. The next guy is Ross Pierschbacher, and I hope I'm saying that correctly. He not only plays the guard position in college football for Alabama, but he also plays the center position. That's versatility like the Titans like to go on their offensive line since there is a limited number of roster spots available on an NFL roster. This guy is 6'3", 293 pounds. He has multiple years starting experience. While he could be better as a pass blocker, this guy is possibly the most dominant run blocker in the NFL, and we know how the Titans, or the college football, excuse me, and we know how the Titans love running the football. He does play there at Alabama, and they are expecting him to move over to the center position here for his senior season. He spent last season playing left guard, so you can go back and watch film on these guys if you want to, or you can just kind of keep an eye on them throughout the 2018 season. It's really up to you. You don't have to do it at all because, like I said, it's up to you. But if you look like me, I love the NFL draft, and that's one of my favorites. I'd say, unless the Titans are playing in the Super Bowl, I'd say it's probably my favorite event in football. Moving on, the last player on this list is a guy who can play the outside and the inside linebacker position, and that is Josh Allen out of Kentucky, who is 6'3", 230 pounds. He has the ability to play the inside linebacker position, or he can move outside and play as an edge rusher at the outside linebacker position as well. This is a guy who was projected to be a late first-round talent in last year's draft, and he probably will be in this year's draft as well. To me, I see him more as a better version of what Aaron Wallace is for us. But I've also seen people compare him to Leonard Floyd of the Chicago Bears. He just doesn't have that freakish athleticism like Leonard Floyd has. But who knows? He could really improve this year and move himself up into the top 15. But as for now, I'm still seeing him as a late first-round talent. I do expect him to finish college football as a late first-round talent. And I don't really see us going with a linebacker. I think we need more help along the defensive line. I really think we could improve our center position over Ben Jones. And I'm not 100% sold on the guards just yet either. Well, I think they are better than Ben Jones. Ben Jones is a guy who's been solid for us. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on Ben Jones. He's been very solid for us. But I do think we could still upgrade at that position. Comment and let me know some college football prospects that you're going to be keeping your eye on that you think the Tennessee Titans could draft. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you like the content, and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you all for watching. Hope you have a great day. God bless, and tighten up.
The opposition got them